going, y'all? T for L here. In this video, I want to go over a few updates for the OTC market ticker Ozsc, Ozop Energy Solutions. They reported 3 previous PR news reports that I thought were pretty important for shareholders as well as future investors. So before we get started, we'll look at our one-day forecast here. Markets are currently closed, and they closed on Friday. OTC market was pretty much in a red area, and we see that Ozop was not immune to that. They were down at 7.31%, and they are currently trading at 16 cents a share. So let's head over to the OTC market page and look at the PR releases. And here we are on the OTC market page looking at the most recent PR releases. And we'll start here with the one that was released on the 8th of March. And this one is titled Ozop Energy Solutions Awarded Navy Contract. Ozop Energy Solutions announced today that its wholly owned subsidiary, Power Conversion Technologies, PCTI, has received an order from the U.S. Navy for a frequency converter used for aircraft ground support to power the plane on the ground for a variety of purposes in lieu of using the engine and burning jet fuel. We are delighted to work on another project for the Navy. PCTI has been supplying highly reliable equipment to all branches of the DoD since our first orders with the inception of the company in 1991. We are honored to be a defense contractor to help keep our troops mission ready. And that was a quote from the president of PCTI, Catherine Kiss. So while some may not think that it's a big deal that Ozop has received an order for this frequency converter, you have to think about the impact of it, right? And so this frequency converter is going to help their ground support, which will power the plane on the ground for a lot of purposes, for them to take care of a lot of things while it's there, instead of the plane just sitting there using the engine and burning jet fuel. So this is a great way to help keep the planes lasting longer in the Navy's inventory, as well as not wasting taxpayer dollars by having burning jet fuel constantly going on. Plus, that would be harmful to the environment, right? So Ozop Energy Solutions news report about the frequency converter is much bigger than just selling a frequency converter. It's helping with the green energy initiative, as well as keeping aircraft in the air longer so that the Navy can get a good return on their investment. Plus, if this continues to work out well for them, undoubtedly, they're likely to get more contracts from the Navy as they have been in the past. All right, and then looking at the second PR news report, this one is from the 9th of March. This one is titled Ozop Energy Ozsc Files for Patent. Ozop Energy Solutions has announced it has filed for a patent with the US PTO under Modular Energy Distribution Center. The patent application covers proprietary methods and procedures that will allow the expansion of Ozop into the EV charging and support industry. So let's see that again. This will help allow the expansion of Ozop into the EV charging and support industry. We talked about this in previous videos ago, that the electric vehicle is huge. And so electric vehicle charging and support is definitely going to be a big thing in the years to come. And I'm glad to see that Ozop is heading in this direction to continue their mission on taking care of the EV market. The application relates to more efficient production, distribution, and delivery of energy, particularly renewable energy, to the EV and consumer. We at Ozop believe that it is now time to expand on the shift taking place in renewable energy and EVs to examine and build the support systems that make them crucial to our goal of zero emission environment. Again, as with the new administration that is in American office, we know that the zero emission goal is huge and that a lot of money is probably going to be funneled to this initiative. Ozop has taken the steps necessary to bring together proven developers that will bring Ozop to the top of the markets through innovation. Now that EVs are here to stay, we need to focus on the rest of the infrastructure for change. And that was from EJ Green, who's Director of Operations, who goes on to say, our entire transportation structure was originally designed to be systematic, which turned out to be a systemic abuse of our environment and must now be focused on and redesigned from the beginning. We at OES have the vision and ability to help reduce and hopefully remove another stage of environmentally destructive practices that have plagued our systems for over 100 years. Bringing these ideas and technologies to the market is extremely exciting, knowing we will be making a permanent shift towards helping the environment while being able to capitalize on these new methods. So this is a win-win, and this is, by the way, a quote from Brian Conway, who's the CEO, but it's a win-win that they're making that permanent shift towards helping the environment while being able to capitalize on these new methods. Make money to make the environment better. Win-win. We also look forward to the first rollout in the next short few months. So they're looking for the first rollout of this new patent for the modular energy distribution system in the next few months. So this is something we're probably going to see pretty soon here. Not all deadlines always come to fruition, but this is probably why the CEO said a few months. It didn't give a direct date. So we may likely be able to see this new patent come out sometime this year and get an understanding how big this may be for the EV end consumer as well as the EV game in general. And then finally, looking at the last news PR report, this one came out on the 11th of March, and this one is titled Ozop Energy Ozsc obtains site control for battery storage project. Ozop has announced that its wholly owned subsidiary has executed a 25-year lease on a property to build its first lithium-ion battery storage and power facility. So this will be their first one out of 16 proposed facilities that they're building, and they've already contracted a 25-year lease. So they're very serious about this in the future in terms of lithium-ion battery storage and power facility. The property is located in Brooklyn, New York, bordering Marine Park. It is the first of Ozop Energy Systems' 16 proposed facilities to be contracted with Con Edison, one of the largest investor-owned energy companies in the United States. New York will need more energy storage to meet its goal of reaching 70% renewable electricity by 2030 and carbon-free electricity systems by 2040. And so this is another thing where a lot of states are putting out these goals where they're wanting to meet these demands of getting rid of all this fossil fuel burning activity and reducing these carbon emissions and making it more of a renewable electrical state. So needless to say, money will be poured from the government of finding ways to help reduce all this fossil fuel burning activity and make it more of a renewable energy. And so we'll skip to this next paragraph where it talks about Tesla. To speed production, OES may opt to deploy Tesla's Megapack batteries for its first location, as they are a turnkey solution that includes battery modules, bi-directional inverters, thermal management, AC breakers, and controls. On future sites, OES plans to work with this technology and Ozop's subsidiary PCTI's manufactured components to lower overhead. So in order to get started, it looks like they're wanting to get the jump on this pretty quickly. So they're considering using Tesla's already made Megapack batteries to help them out. And then later on, they'll team up with their own subsidiary PCTI to look at actually reducing their overhead costs and probably coming up with their own type of system. And finally, we'll take a look here at the Ozop Twitter feed, and we can see that they are not only staying current, but that they have also released the same news feed that we saw in the PR release. Again, I show this because I think this is great to show that the company is staying active and committed to getting the information out. And just because they're a penny stock, pink sheet, whatever, it doesn't matter. They're still getting the word out about their company just to make sure that they're getting as many eyes as possible. And it's great to always see that the company continually stays active with current events. But those were the news releases for today. I wanted to see what you all thought about them and see what your thoughts are on them getting that patent, them getting that building for lithium-ion storage, and then also getting the Navy contract. So let me know in the comment section. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this. Until then, I'll see you next time.